Hello, peace and blessings. I am Jovhannah, the spiritual love healer, creator of Healing Single Mothers, and I felt guided to do a reading. So this is just for members of this community. Just to kind of give some overall guidance for the month of December. I am almost finished writing all of the content for the 2021 spiritual guide. It started as just a guide with reading information, and then it turned into a journal. So it took a little bit more time, a little bit more reflection and all of that to create. So I'm almost in the design stage. If you would like, you can pre-order your spiritual journal at healingsinglemothers.com/guide. It is going to be an amazing tool for the year, and something that we're going to use a lot in the higher levels of the community. So if you have a paid membership, we're going to actually be working with the guide. I'm going to be doing trainings around the information in the guide so that we can really get the most out of this and really embody what 2021 is all about, which is stepping in to your personal power. So let's see what guidance is coming up for December. I'm not using any particular spreads. I'm just gonna pull cards and see what happens. I am actually using a new deck that I have that I absolutely love. It is the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. And I really fell in love with this deck, and I'm super grateful for Lindsay Silverman, who created it and actually sent it to me. So thank you, Lindsay. This deck is phenomenal. I just love it. Okay, so we've got cards popping out. The first card is 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And since this card popped out in reverse, let's go ahead and talk about what the 10 of Pentacles represents. So in the suit of Pentacles, that kind of represents your home life. It represents health. It represents money. So you might be in a state where you feel like things are not quite where you want them to be. You might not be satisfied with how your home life is. Maybe you feel like you are ready for a partnership, maybe marriage, or just being in a space where you feel like you need more resources, whether that's money or time. You feel like there's something that is missing. This can also be an inner reflection of maybe not feeling worthy. So, I'm always talking about abundantly ever after. This is kind of the opposite of this. And so looking inward, it's going to be very important that you get clear on who you are, and know that you are worthy and deserving, and that, yes, you can have this 10 of Pentacles. You can have the love that you desire. You can have the abundance you desire. You can have a peaceful, happy, harmonious home and life, but it's up to you to do the work. So if you are indeed feeling that you don't have enough, that you are alone, that you are lacking something, that's okay, because being aware of that is the first step to getting into a place where you are actually able to shift your mindset, to start believing in yourself, change your habits, to start being a little more mindful with how you're spending your money, and then get a little more intentional about creating a healthy dating life so you can start to call in the things that you want. What we don't want to do is just sit here feeling like this, feeling like you don't have enough, feeling like you're not enough, feeling like you're going to be alone forever, and all of those other things that this card in reverse represents. And I know, like, this during this time of the year, especially, there's seasonal depression. It's the holiday time, when families are getting together, we see all the cute, matching PJs, couples and families in their matching pajamas. And it might just be you and your child, and you feel like you're missing out on something. But trust and believe that there is someone and something greater for you. It's just a matter of really, truly getting into a space where you believe that and you know that to be true, and you are taking the action steps to make it so. Like they say, faith without works is dead. So you can't just believe and hope for it. You actually have to take action in order for manifestation to occur in your life. So let's see what other card comes up here. Freedom. Now, we talked about how 2021 is the year of really stepping into your personal freedom. So what this represents is you doing what it takes. You realizing, what does freedom look like to me? What does living my best life mean? And what does that look like? This is you deciding where you're going to go. It's deciding what you want to do, who you want to be, and you're taking steps in the right direction. And you can see here, there's like a bunch of different little animals here. But ultimately, if you look at this goddess, she's carrying in a staff and she's looking out and she's pointing like, there, that's where I want to go. That's what I'm going to focus on. And I'm going to use whatever resources around me to get there. So I feel like you're in a place where you're realizing, this isn't it for me. Like, this is not where I want to be. This is not what I want to do. And so you're going to this space of freedom where you're realizing, yeah, I have the power to change this. There are different things that I can do. And I believe in the traditional deck that represents the Chariot. So this is you setting your sights on your goals, tapping into your inner strength, doing what it takes to make things happen, to make shift happen, so that you can get to where it is that you truly want to be, so that you can achieve the abundantly ever after that you've designed. But you're not going to be able to get there if you don't recognize where you're lacking or where change needs to happen. So if you don't realize that you're feeling this energy, then you're not going to know, like, okay, I need to make a change. So this is a major arcana card as well, which means that it represents a significant, it's a significant energy. It's an overarching theme. Like I said, it is the card of the year. So, and to see that this card of freedom is showing up in this reading, it just, to me, signifies also that, yes, like, we've got work to do. Like, next year is really about stepping into your personal freedom. So what I see for this in December is, this is you getting clear on, what does that look like for me? What direction do I need to go in? Where, not only like exploring, like, where am I being pulled? Because sometimes where we're being pulled isn't really where we need to be, or sometimes it is, like, something is pulling you in a different direction because that's what you need. Or sometimes it's just our habits, it's just what's comfortable that's kind of pulling us back to the familiar and keeping us there because, hey, this, I know this feels good, this feels comfortable to me. So I would say something to do this month is to really get clear on, where do you want to be at the end of 2021? December 31st, 2021. Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to have? And what do you want to do? So the next card that came up here is the Sun. This is just a beautiful card overall. This is about having clarity. It's about joy. It's about bliss. It's about peace. So this is a complete transformation from feeling like this, like things aren't going the right way, not really feeling it completely, to stepping into the light of the sun. This is you shining bright. Like, I hear that song by Rihanna, shine bright like a diamond. Like, that's you, where I think you're gonna start to realize who you are. And you're gonna get to a place where you're like, I don't care what anybody else says. I am going to be my best and brightest self. I'm gonna be the best version of myself. I am no longer holding back. I'm no longer playing small. I'm no longer adhering to these outdated, stereotypes, to these old habits. I'm ready to stand up in the fullness of my glory and accept my divine nature, accept that God created me. And as I was created by the divine, I too am divine. And so now it's going from 10 of Pentacles to like, no, like, this is me. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am here to light up the world. I am here to be seen. I am here to live a magnificent life. If you think about the sun does not hide. We might not see it for a little while, but it's always there. And so this is also you embodying the fullness of who you are. So when I said like we're stepping into our personal freedom in 2021, that's exactly what these two cards represent. You have to know that you are the star player, you are the sun in your own universe. You are the sun in your own universe. And once you start to realize that your life is your own universe, you get to create your own story. You get to write the movie of your life. The movie, the script, the novel, you get to cast the characters in your life. That's a lot of power. Now, that doesn't mean that, oh, we can make people do what we want, but that does mean that we can cultivate the type of life that we want. We can cultivate the type of relationships that we want. We can harness our inner power, the freedom card, and use that power to allow us to create the abundantly ever after that we desire in our lives. This is beautiful energy. It's a beautiful way to end out the year. This is true motivation right here. This is true motivation because you're getting out of that energy where you're feeling like something's missing. And one of the things that I say is I am taking the single out of single mother, because that word denotes lack. Makes it seem like something is missing, like you're not complete, like you're just supposed to struggle. And that's not the case. And so I feel like we are shifting out of that with this card and stepping into this. So with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, this can also be just realizing that you need to release things from your life that no longer serve you, that no longer have a place, they no longer have weight or value in your life. And you're now setting your sights on the things that do have value so that you can surround yourself with what it is that you truly want and desire. The last card that I'm going to pull here is potential, which represents the Fool card in the traditional tarot. So so this is a big reading. And now I see why I was called to do this reading, because all of the cards that I pulled, the 3 cards that I pulled to go deeper into this were all major arcana cards, which means that this is a spiritual inner shift that needs to happen. December is about letting go of any lack. It's about letting go of anything that is not aligned with your vision, that is not aligned with your happiness, with your health, with your peace, with your bliss, with your joy. It's about letting that go. And because this is a minor arcana, which means that it's kind of like it's not as big of an energy. Like, this is just you making a conscious decision not to be this anymore. So with the Fool, or the potential, all you have now to work with is potential. Okay, so you have the potential to stay like this. You have the potential to operate like this. What you choose to do this month is going to determine whether you stay like this or whether you step into your personal freedom and power. So with potential, this is a reminder that life is a journey. And the steps that we take, the decisions that we make, help to shape our universe. So if you look around today and you're not happy with what you see, know that these are all things that we've manifested in different ways. If you're not happy with what you see, know that all that exists is the potential for something greater. Should you choose to take action, should you choose to believe in better, should you choose to change the way that you think, the way that you act. It's all about your mindset, getting your heart and mind in alignment. A lot of times we let our mind run rampant, and then we have those thoughts: I'm not enough, I'm going to be alone forever, Being a single mom is so hard. I don't have enough. I don't have help. What am I going to do? How can I possibly, you know, go on a vacation? How can I possibly afford all of these things? How could someone possibly love me? And we allow our mind to keep playing those stories and playing those thoughts. And we don't realize that we have the power to change those thoughts and to recognize, like, you know what? Okay, like, I'm doing good. All the bills are paid. I can create more income, or I can do better with managing my income so that I can afford to travel. I can do better with actually trying to date, or, you know, getting to know people so that I can manifest a healthy relationship. I can spend more time with my children to cultivate a healthier relationship with my children. I don't have to feel that everything is a struggle. I don't have to feel that something is missing or that I'm not worthy, because I'm choosing on how I perceive. I'm choosing my thoughts. I'm choosing my actions. I'm choosing how I spend my money. I'm choosing to take control of my life. And so in the month of December, what I'm seeing with these cards is you're making a decision that you want to change, right? And in order to get to this Sun card, first you have to take a step in the right direction. You have to know that you have the potential and the ability to change. You have to know that it's up to you to decide your next steps. Then you have to tap into your willpower to be disciplined, to change your mind, to start forming new healthy habits that are going to support you stepping into a different version of yourself, to support your own personal transformation and evolution. And that is what the Healing Single Mothers community is all about. It's really about helping to support you in your own healing so that you can go on to manifest your abundantly ever after, whether that is, you know, a healthy relationship, whether that is a job that you love, or your own business, or just better relationship with your children, or feeling better about yourself, really stepping into self-love. That's what it's all about. But in order to get there, you have to take the first step. You have to know that there is something more possible and available to you and for you. Then you have to decide, you set your sight on that goal. And one of the things that I'm going to be doing is showing, or like a workshop with my manifestation journal. It took a lot longer than I anticipated to receive the journals. So I am a little behind on that project, but that's something that I'm going to start doing for the month of December. So this really aligns with that as well. It's identifying the areas in your life that you need to strengthen within yourself, within just all areas of your life, mentally, physically, financially, emotionally. Did I say spiritually? All of that. Okay, all of that. So I hope that this reading has inspired you. Let me know what action steps you are taking this month. What are your intentions? I shared some of my intentions with you. Let me know if this resonated for you, and if you want to see me do more of these inside our group. So I am sending you an abundance of love, of peace, of happiness. And just know that I'm here to support you in living your happily ever after. And I will see you again in the group soon. Bye.